can we just, good evening to you. That's the Queen Anne, singled up and about to let go from 46 outwards.
All copied, sir. Thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! God, Queen Anne is very punctual today. Look at that, 6 o'clock on the dot. She's all singled up. The lines are coming in. Very impressive. Would like to think that we might get some hooting and honking, but I'm not sure I've heard anything from Queen Anne before. There goes a couple of lines coming up, all just singled up. It's looking quite pleasant out there this evening. She made a bit of a sunset coming on. Oh no, police cars, go away. Don't come for me just yet. That's the trouble with the outside microphone. It picks up all sorts. Queen Anne is off on a 4-day round trip to Zeebrugge and Cherbourg. There are 2 ships departing today. We have the Queen Anne at 6 o'clock and then the MSC Preziosa at 8 o'clock. And I reckon we'll have a bit of galley time in between, especially as it looks like Queen Anne is going to be departing spot on the money straight away.
BTS Sam 4 mile, that's us. Stop pumping. We'll recommence once the Queen Anne's passed.
Sam 4 mile, thank you.
There we go, that's the bunkering here. That's what that was radio all about. There's some bunkering going on between these two vessels.
Yes, Witonia.
The Witonia and the Sanoma, or whatever.
Yeah, Witonia, BTS.
Yeah, pumping stopped as well. We will wait for it.
All understood, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure quite what was going on there, but they're bunkering between the two. If one's filling the other one up, I suspect Witonia was topping up the other one up. But as a precaution, when the ships pass, they stop bunkering. And look at that, all lines are now in. I've keep my ears peeled. Never know, I might have some honking. Queen Anne does look lovely with a bright red funnel up on top. It's looking particularly colourful today against the grey sky. Quite short. Oh, no, that's not. What's the weather like today? Well, 12 Cs. It's definitely cooled off a little bit. I see it's getting warmer. And gusting around 5 or 6 knots, so it's not terribly windy. And visibility at 19.6 nautical miles. Not as good as I was expecting. I'm not entirely sure why visibility is not that good. Just having a quick look on Forley cameras. It looks like we've got ocean seeing coming as well. So just sneaking past before Queen Anne gets going. Oh, with the shipmates, plenty of shipmates in the chat. Who we've got in the chat this evening? Got shipmate Deborah Speller and shipmate CS28, shipmate Elizabeth G, shipmate Mrs. AEO, and shipmate, ahoy there, shipmate Steve McGuinness, and ahoy there, Bean. So, good selection. It looks like Queen Anne is on the move. Yeah, this is a very simple cruise, this one. I haven't had the radio on very long, so I'm not sure what the numbers, passenger numbers are. We may or may not have had them. But I bet she's got more passengers on board than the Anthem of the Seas had on the other day. Anthem of the Seas only had 3 passengers. And she was off to the Canary Islands for a refit, so it was quite amusing. The pilot radioed in 1,308 crew, I think it was, and then 3 passengers. Yep, this is just a 4-day trip to Zeebrugge. People often ask about prices on these things, and our channel host, Paul, from Love Cruise. Here we go, here's his information. He's gave me a couple of little adverts for up-and-coming thing. So here's one, for instance, in 2017 on Queen Anne. Inside stateroom, that's $1,439 per person. A balcony stateroom at $2,339 per person. It's a 14-night cruise. And this one frankly is quite spendy. This is a 82 nights Discover South America balcony stateroom from £14,399 per person. So it's probably the thick side of £30,000 for that one. Well, when you win the lottery, that's what you can buy. Boiler ship Mayflower power, so is Queen Mary in tomorrow? No, Queen Mary 2 is in on Sunday, because I have a couple of friends on board Queen Mary 2. Previously, they departed on a cruise ship and were on the wrong side of the ship. They waved off the starboard side, so I've corrected their navigational mistake and told them to be on the port side this time, near the sign. Hopefully they will heed my advice. There we go. Queen Anne is now on the move. Of course, Queen Anne, the newest ship in the Cunard fleet. Launched this year. In fact, we had a big fanfare when she arrived and a fantastic firework display when she left for the first time. That is one of the great things about having cruise ships in port for the first time, especially if they're home ported here in Southampton. We have an amazing firework display. I would say the fireworks displays for the arrival of a new ship is even better than the fireworks on November the 5th. Or, as the case this year, it's going to be November the 2nd. I can see a few shipmates out on the balcony. The radio is very quiet, isn't it? Have I got the radio on? Yeah, I've got the radio on, yeah. Quite a few shipmates on the balcony. It has capacity for about 3,300 passengers. So it'll be interesting to hear on the radio how many passengers there are. I would suspect somewhere around 3,000, because they don't. That's a maximum occupancy, and they don't really fill them up to maximum occupancy. Some foreboding skies over there. So, yeah, she'll have about 3,000 passengers on board.
Eleanor, over.
And about 1,225
I don't know,
crew.
BTS, good evening.
BTS, I don't know. Good evening to you, sir. That has all finished with Montmartre. Our next job is the Costco Hope. Over.
I don't know, BTS, that's all understood, thank you.
To VTS, Stargate, same crew.
And the Bargate, thank you.
Queen Anne's 323 metres long, 113,000 gross tonnes, 13 decks in total. I thought I heard a horn, but I think it was just a motorcycle outside. Not sure if we're going to get any county flags today on Queen Anne. But there are quite a lot of shipmates out on their balconies. And as is typical, I've noticed, with the Cunard ships when they depart, a lot of people in bathrobes. It's a big screen now, I can see right through those windows. Almost hear some music. Maybe I can hear the sail away party. All shipmate Mark G. Oh, he's got some numbers. 2,851 passengers. Yeah, so I thought she wouldn't be quite as full as maximum occupancy. I must have missed that on the radio then. Was I busy waffling away, was I? couple of shipmates right on the very top up there. Turning into quite a pleasant evening. Forecast is better for the rest of the week. I can see a few more bathrobed people on their balconies. Oh, they've turned the lights on now. Even the funnel is uplit and makes it even redder than before. More dressing, more bathrobes on balconies. It's a Cunard thing. I'm not sure. People must get into their cabin, go and visit the spa, fling on a complimentary bathrobe, sip some fizz, and head on out. Yep, as Paul from Love Cruise says, it's surely the first priority is rum, then buffet. Yeah, I think so. But I guess they might have done rum, then buffet, and then a quick spa. Try out the bathrobe for size. And again, even on the very stern, there's another bathrobe there on the stern.
VTS, Red Jet 6, approaching the northwest net before inbound. Going to be outside the Reds.
Yeah, 6 VTS, all understood, thank you. And I've got 3.63.
A nice delicate turn here from Queen Anne as she heads out. Just on a short 4-day cruise. I suppose it'd be a good if you fancied a taster into the world of Cunard.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
DJ Matra, all fast on the side,
Yeah, I think it's my outside microphone picking up all sorts of sounds.
Source 1 VTS, that's all received, thank you. And the Queen Anne is approaching dock head out. That's the Queen Anne. Queen Anne. Thank you.
Southampton VTS, Red Osprey, that's Northwest Netley. We're just reducing speed to allow the Queen Anne to clear dockhead.
Red Osprey VTS, thank you.
Thank you.
Makes very easy work of that today. No tugs required. It's a very calm day. Not a lot of wind out there. Just see her peeking past the grain towers at the dock head there. Next away at 8 o'clock is the MSC Preziosa. So I will keep following Queen Anne as she heads down Southampton Water, and then we'll have a bit of a galley break, and then we'll come back for the Preziosa later.
VTS, Ocean Scene.
Ocean Scene, VTS, evening again.
Any Town Quay to Shamrock Quay, please. 2 crew.
Ocean Scene, VTS, all received, Lee, thank you. Yeah, you've got the Queen Anne out there. Red Osprey, your Western Shelf, still holds just off dockhead, wait for the Queen Anne to clear, and make our way in for Raw Pier.
Oh, received, thank you.
Evening, Lee.
Very strange evening, little voice. Yeah, I think it might be quite a pretty sunset if you're departing. I suggest one puts on a jumper, though, if you're up on deck. Here comes the red jet shooting in. Yeah, it does feel like autumn has started, unfortunately. Queen Anne's going to be here quite a lot. We don't have to worry about Queen Anne disappearing. She's off doing. She's off to Norway later in the week, and then she's off to the Canary Islands, on and off. Seems to be until later in the year. And she's taking a one-way trip to New York, and then later in the year she's off to San Francisco in February. And then she does a 82-day one-way trip from San Francisco to Southampton. It's got to be my two favourite places, that, Southampton and San Francisco.
Afternoon, Jody.
Hello there. Have a good evening.
And you, mate.
Shipmate Paul says from Love Cruises, don't wear a jumper, have a mink coat. I don't know if they're in fashion anymore, actually. Probably fall foul of some sort of...
BTS, Sam Fulmar, that's the Queen Anne now well past and clear. We're recommencing bunkering.
Ocean Seeing VTS, my apologies, Red Osprey VTS, that's all received. Got the Ocean Scene on our way from Town Quay there, round for the Eastern.
BTS Osprey, yep, copy that, sir, thank you.
Yeah, Ocean Scene. She's just down here heading round the corner up to Ocean Shamrock Quay. Lovely little party boat, the Ocean Scene. There she is.
Good watch.
Queen Anne VTS, thank you, sir. Bluefin VTS. Bluefin VTS, all understood, sir. Thank you. No inbound traffic for you.
Yeah, so Queen Anne's January will be the last time we see her, and then she'll be off gallivanting around the world, and then back in briefly in April, and then she's pretty much here for the rest of the summer. Certainly get that a lot this time of year, all the ships slowly disappearing. That's quite a pretty sky this evening, isn't it? I think we could be in for a lovely little sail out there. The water's flat. Conditions are wonderful. Well, the shipmate Sharon Scandon says, we've made it to the top deck, but we've missed your camera. Ah, yes. Oh, well, shipmate, thanks for trying. Maybe next time. Difficult to probably see you on the top deck. It's a bit far away now. Yeah, good conditions. Yeah, so I could say if you're just interested in some pricing, and I was with people always asking me what the prices are like for the cruises. They do vary quite a lot. So on Queen Anne, a 12-day trip to Norway and the Northern Lights. Northern Lights, very popular at the moment. I've seen them in the news a couple of times. There's been a new one, isn't there? Steve, Northern Lights Steve. That's starting at $1,800. And if you fancied something to Spain and Italy for 14 nights, that's starting at $1,439 for an inside cabin.
Hey, absolutely, yes. Good evening.
But if you fancy something a bit more daring, all the way to South America, 82 nights. That is almost £15,000 per person. You'd feel like a member of the crew.
Absolutely, yes. That's all understood, sir. Thank you. Maintaining good dishwashing town as well.
I think you feel like a member of the crew with that many days on board. Yeah, it is a gorgeous sunset out there. Up next away is the MSC Preziosa at 8 o'clock. I'll carry on following Queen Anne. Be back for MSC Preziosa at 8 o'clock. Fortunately, it will be dark by then. Rather disappointing. Only 2 ships this evening. Then, what have we got tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think we've got more than 2 ships tomorrow. Tomorrow's a little better. We've got the Avia at 5:30. We've got Celebrity Apex at 4 o'clock. I'm hoping that Celebrity Apex will go the westerly route, around the Isle of Wight, past the Needles. That was really pretty. And then the MC Virtuosa at 8 o'clock. So we should get 2 in, and then a bit of a galley break. And then Sunday, it's just the one, just the Queen Mary 2. But my friends have promised me that they won't get starboard and port confused this time, and they will be on the correct side of the ship. That's some really pretty skies, isn't it? It's really odd because that way it's quite pretty, but if we look on the other camera, not much going on. Shipmate Paul says he was quite surprised. He's been on a Cunard ship. It's strongly suggested that you dress up for dinner, but it's not a requirement. I was like that on the Oceania ship I went on the other day. I think the only restriction they had poor dining was no t-shirts and no beachwear, sort of, no shorts.
Red Falcon, VTS Channel 12.
But there were bars where you could wear that to the bar.
Wait, yes, Red Falcon, good evening.
Red Falcon, VTS, yep, the Source Bandel calling you.
Oh, copy that. Apologies. Just Van Down, Red Falcon. Good evening. Wide outside the hook, give you space to get out the fairway and then come back in when we're ready. If that's okay with you. Yeah, South Van Down Falcon. Yeah, we're coming around to port, way wide, give you space to clear the fairway, and once we're ahead of you, we'll come back into the channel.
Oh, yeah, shipmate Sharon Scallon, who's on the Queen Anne. Oh, she's made it to the Sky Bar. Excellent choice, shipmate. And she does confirm that it's a little chilly, but the champagne is still being poured. Well, there we go. I think it's worth braving it. You've got some great sunsets to look at. I'm sure the champagne will take away the chill. I think you've started your cruise on an excellent location. Right, shipmates, next away is the MSC Preziosa at 8 o'clock. In the meantime, I'll just carry on following the Queen Anne. Shipmate Kate White says they went on the Queen Anne in September.
Thank you, sir. Got the Source Bandel fully channeled.
And she says, brilliant ship, superb cabin, and excellent crew. Oh, I hear some good things about the crew. Shipmate Hans Olaf Mork says the Cunard ships are my favourite. I like the Cunard ships. They're very classically designed, aren't they? Bright red funnels, the blue hulls. There's no go-kart track on the top of a Cunard ship. And of course, Sunday we will have the Queen Mary 2 in. Much of it, I shall carry on following it. I'll be back at...
Down at the hook point now.
I shall be back at 8 for the MSC.
Yeah, Source Bandel VTS, thank you, sir. And on the gauge, I have 3.7.
For the MSC Preziosa.
And the Red Falcon hook up, thank you.
Yes, Oscar Hope.
Oscar Hope, please, yes. Good evening to you both again.
Yeah, evening again. 10.6, 27, Antwerp, next port. Looking to get on the move about 18:45, give or take.
Oscar Hope, please, yes. Yep, clear the receipt, sir.
Thank you.
VTS, Red Jet 6, good afternoon again to you. Town Quay to Cows, please.
Yep, Red Jet 6, yes, thank you. The Queen Anne at the Cadland, outward bound and clear channel. The Source Bundau is approaching the reef now, but he's out north channel.
Sorry, thank you.
Red Jet 7, yes, thank you. Got the Source Bundau run down to the reach out north channel. And the Queen Anne is at the Cadland, outward bound, clear channel, please. Which only be with VTS, that's all received, ma'am, thank you. And no windward bound traffic for you. Good evening.
Yeah, it's Ocean Scene, just going alongside Shamrock Quay. Boats back out around about 11 o'clock tomorrow.
I should have seen me there, so thank you, and good evening to you.
Anyway, thank you.
Queen Anne, yes, even again, sir. And just local road traffic, no inward bound, nothing due to board at the moment.
Yeah, it's Red Jet 7, Northwest Net, information to continue.
7 BTS, yes please, sir, thank you.
We're going to be going outside the Cardinal here. You happy with the green to green? Cool, copy, thanks.
Yeah, 6 BTS, while you're there, I've got 3.68 on the gauge. We're champion BTS, good evening. We're champion BTS, that's all understood, sir, thank you. We've got the saucepan Dow in the North Channel running down to the East Bramble, outward bound. The Queen Anne, she's on the Calcutta turn, almost outward bound to the east.
BTS, Red Osprey, just about to depart Royal Pier 4, East Gales.
Red Osprey BTS, all copied. Red Eagle, approaching SO number 5 inbound.
Thank you.
the Costco Glory, yeah, signalling up now on FCT2.
Is that the Costco Hope, over?
Yeah, that'll be us then.
The Costco Hope VTS, that's all copy, thank you.
VTS, Red Jet 7.
Red Jet 7 VTS.
Good evening, sir. This vessel is going out of service, so we're just departing Town Quay, round for Royal Pier. Back in service tomorrow, 0715.
Red Jet 7 VTS, all copy, thank you.
Thank you.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported outbound traffic to affect you.
VTS, Red Eagle, Northwest Net inbound. Mission to carry on.
Red Eagle VTS, yes, it is safe to do so. Station calling VTS, call again, please. Lena VTS. Marina VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Southampton Dow at the Brandon Buoy outbound, will disembark a pilot at North Sturbridge. Queen Anne, Southwide Middle outbound main channel. And we have 3 dredgers working to the southeast of the Nab Tower. They are Avocet, Tanya Beaver, and UKD Bluefin. UKD Bluefin VTS. UKD Bluefin VTS, that's all copied traffic information. The Verena coming out of Portsmouth, outbound main channel, passing east of the Nab Tower. And the Southampton Dow just about to disembark a pilot at the North Sturbridge, then outbound, and the Queen Anne at the Mother Bank outbound main channel. VTS, traffic information, the Verona coming out to the Portsmouth Channel, outbound east of the tower. And the UKD Bluefin, so 4 miles past the Nav Tower, inbound over the New Grass. VTS, the Verona coming out to the Portsmouth Channel now.
That's VTS, I'm full.
BDS Red Jet 6, Northwest Natalie inwards and permission to carry on speed. Southampton BDS Red Jet 6 approaching the Highland and permission to carry on speed.
Red Jet 6, VTS, yes, it is safe to do so. Second station calling VTS, call again, please.
Yeah, so that's VTS, Sam Fulmar, just to inform you, bunkering operations now completed.
Sam Fulmar, VTS, understood, thank you.
BTS, Wittonia.
Wittonia, VTS.
Evening from Fortyworth up to 104, please, now. 5.8, 182 and 12 PLB.
Wittonia, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Costco Hope. Backing past SBT4, with swinging the upper swinging ground, then outbounders.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's all copied. Yeah, we'll watch point. We can still hold off 101 if needs be. Let's see how it pans out.
VTS, all copied, thank you.
Welcome VTS, that's all copied. The Ritonia on 40 berth, getting ready to depart, going up to 104 berth.
BTS, Red Osprey, good boy.
Red Osprey, VTS, all copied, thank you. Break. Ritonia, VTS, over. Ritonia, Southampton VTS, over.
VTS, Wittonia.
Ritonia, VTS information. Once the Costco Hope has passed the MSC Preziosa on 102 berth, it will be departing also, over.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Have you got something coming up to 101 berth tomorrow morning?
Stand by. Ritonia VTS?
VTS, Wittonia.
Ritonia VTS, we've got the Celebrity Apex boarding at the 0415 going to 101, over.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we will go to 104. Yep. Okay, yeah, we're just pushing off 40 berth now, so we'll see how it goes, and with a bit of luck, we should get alongside 104.
VTS, all correct, thank you. Marina VTS, over. Marina VTS, no, you were broken while you were talking to Queen Anne. VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported inbound traffic on it. Santana VTS. Good evening. VTS, that's understood. Can I have your crew and passenger numbers, please? Santana VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported outbound traffic via the Western Setting.
BTS, the MSC Preziosa. Good evening.
MSC Preziosa, VTS.
Yeah, good evening to you. Pilot aboard 102, starboard side alongside, 8.7 metres max draft. No declared defects. Focus to follow. Just a bit of early information. The master would like to swing in the upper swinging round. I'm aware that the Undine is due away 2030. So if it makes sense for them to go first, that's fine.
It's Preziosa, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Costco Hope is entering the upper swinging ground outbound. The Wittonia just departed 40 berth. We'll hold at 101 for the Costco Hope to pass. Eventually he's going to 104 berth. I suggest that I'll get the Wittonia to call you to arrange the passing on.
All understood, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, VTS, Wittonia, I think we're going to have enough time to go straight on starboard side 2 onto 104. But I will double check with the Costco Hope, make sure he's happy with that.
Wittonia, VTS, all copy, thank you. MSC Preziosa, VTS, over.
BTS, Preziosa.
Preziosa, VTS, if you go to the upper swinging round and swing, then the Undine will follow you out. Over.
All understood, thank you. We won't take too long.
Costco Hope, Wittonia, you're on 12.
Wittonia, the Costco Hope.
Good evening, sorry to trouble. Just coming up to Pierhead now, going straight on starboard side to 104. Are you happy for us to carry on? We'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah, you keep going best speed you can, and that's fine. We'll pass you raid to raid. Hopefully you'll be alongside.
Oh, you should be, yeah. By the time you turn and all that, yeah. But thanks very much for that. Yeah, good evening.
Santander, BTS, over. UKD Bluefin inbound to Southampton over the Blue Ground.
VTS, Red Jet 6, departing Southampton, down for coast, please.
Red Jet 6 BTS, that's all copy. Traffic information, which champion just coming out of the North Channel into the upper stocks. And Red Falcon South Bramble inbound.
All copy, thank you.
Auto Clipper VTS, good evening. Auto Clipper VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the UKD Bluefin to the west of the Outer Nav Boys, inbound over the new grounds. Santona passing nav anchorage number 11, inbound by the West Princessa. Green Hand VTS. Queen Anne VTS, that's all copied. UKD, the Bluefin, currently west of the Outer Nav Boys, inbound over the new ground. Station Boy VTS, call game please. Hanson 10s VTS. Hanson 10s VTS, that's all copied, thank you. UKD Bluefin VTS. UKD Bluefin VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Queen Anne, approaching St Helens, outbound main channel, passing west of the Nav Tower. Followed by the Southern Dow between the ports, outbound over the new grounds. A Bluefin VTS, further traffic information, the Commodore Clipper at the approaching the OSB, outbound by the West Princessable River. No VTS, that's all copied. The UKD Bluefin west of the tower, inbound over the new grounds, and Santonia to the west of Nav Anchorage number 1, inbound via West Princessa.
Fantastic, Costco Hope, all swamp sitting out.
Costco Hope VTS, that's all copied. The returner just going alongside 104 of it.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah, the Red Falcon.
Red Falcon VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Costco Hope, passing 105 berth outbound, Next vessel away is the MSC Preziosa from 102 berth, going to the upper swinging ground or swing, then outbound.
Oh, copy, thank you.
With Champion VTS, that's all copied traffic information. Costco Hope, passing 105 berth outbound. Next vessel away from Southampton, the MSC Preziosa from 102 berth, going to the upper swinging ground, will swing, then outbound. With Champion VTS. Information, the Undyne on 35 berth due away at 20:30. Color Clipper VTS, all copy, thank you.
VTS, Eleanor.
Eleanor VTS, over.
Yeah, finish the Costco Hope, back to 44 for us.
VTS, all copied, thank you. Someone let Michelle VTS, stand by please.
Down to VTS, Bargate. Down to VTS, Bargate.
BTS, MSC Preziosa.
MSC Preziosa, VTS. Very good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Ray. Good to hear you. That's shortly and away thereafter with your clearance.
MSC Preziosa, VTS, yes, you are cleared to sail. And then from 35 to 2030 as well.
Oh, all understood, yeah. And we're going up a swinging ground to swing before we proceed out.
Copy, sir, thank you. Just confirm, sir, draft, please.
Yeah, 8.7. I called in earlier on with this. So figures to follow.
Copy, sir, thank you. Yes, please. Clear to sail.
Thank you.
VTS Costco Hope, spearhead out.
Oscar Hope, VTS. Very good evening to you both. Says inbound, Red Falcon, Greenland boy, closely followed by the champion.
Yeah, that's all seed, and the Bargate had been trying to call you a number of times.
Copy that, sir. Break, Bargate, VGS, good evening, sir.
VGS, Bargate. Good evening. Just finished with the Costco. It's going back to our berth.
Receive, thank you, sir.
VTS Mercurius. Yes, figures, if you're ready.
Mercurius, VTS, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Just finished the Foxboat back to our station.
Receive, thank you, sir. Break, MSC, Preziosa, VTS, ready. Yes, please, sir.
Yeah, sorry, Ray, I overspoke. So passengers 3795, crew 1280, total on board 5075 plus myself.
MSC, Preziosa, VTS, numbers received, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! Back again.
VTS, Red Eagle, shortly departing Royal Fair East Coast.
Red Eagle, VTS, good evening to you, sir. Outbound route, Costco Hope to the south of you, outbound Fair Channel, inbound, colleague with Falcon is approaching downboard north and east of the Greens. Closely followed by the champion approaching Greenland, east of Greens as well.
Oh, copy. Can I get tire gauge off you, please?
We've all had a good time in the galley. Next way is MSC Preziosa. She just called in, radioed in. 3,795 passengers, 1,280 crew. She has maximum passenger capacity of 4,300, so she's pretty full. Certainly more than double occupancy. And 1,280 crew, which is there's a few crew down. This is the Costco something or other that we're looking at the moment. She's just going out. Costco Hope. All the tugs are finishing up with their duties, all whizzing around. It's so dark out there. It's this time of year, isn't it? All really dark. But the MSC Preziosa is going to go to the upper swing ground, which I thought's a bit unusual. But that's quite nice because we'll get a good view of the upper swing ground. There's lots of light down that end of the port. That's where the containers, ships are, and all the cranes. So it's really brightly lit. So we'll get a good view of her when she's down there. Just configuring up my little cameras. Oh, it just looks so dark down Southampton Water. Well, the shipmate Ken Passy says they can't wait to be on MSC Preziosa on the 1st of November. Same itinerary. Good call there, shipmate. Talking about itineraries. There we go. There's the red funnel just departing behind the Preziosa. What is the itinerary of the Preziosa? Well, let me tell you. She's off on a 7-day Northern Europe round trip. Calling in at Hamburgers in Germany, Rotterdam in Holland, then Zeebrugge in Belgium, then Le Havre in France, then back to Southampton. In fact, it's sort of like a non-stop continual route. So you'll find in Germany, German people will get on, and then in Dutchland, Dutch people get on, and then in Belgium's country, Belgiumers get on, and then in France, nobody gets on. No, actually, no, French people get on as well. The only problem is you end up with all of the announcements on the ship being in 5 languages. It ends up being in German, Dutch, Belgium, French, English, and in Italian, just for good measures. So the announcements just go on and on and on. I've probably mentioned it before, but it's definitely an observation having been on the MSC Euribia. The MSC Preziosa will be heading up that way, the other end of port, because there's a big CMA CGM container ship in at the moment. Just moving my cameras around. There we go. MSC Preziosa, 11 years old, built in 2013. Like I say, maximum capacity of 4,300, but she's going to be sailing with 3,795. So a bit of space on board, but still pretty busy ship. And she last had a refurbishment in 2021. It's 140,000 gross tons. Hi there, APPSC. Welcome aboard, shipmates. Just having a spot of container ship watching here. The MSC Preziosa has radioed in. She said that she's singling up and getting ready to go, and then heading up to the upper swing ground. In the meantime, we'll watch dark and fuzzy container ship depart. Well, their shipmate Maggie Samuel says she's having a jolly evening, by the sounds of it. Watching from Brighton. Oh, with a shipmate Destination Unknown asking what brand of cameras do I use? Well, I use a couple of different brands as it happens. Although saying that, now I think about it, I don't. I mainly use Sunbar cameras. They suit me very well. And then cruise cam's actually a mile.
You can even just leave in 37 for the Undine.
Cruise cam's actually a mile sight camera, but yeah, all the rest are Sunbar cameras. One of your clever Chinese chappies.
Roger, thank you.
And they work really well.
Champion VGS. Good evening to you, sir. Just be aware tags leaving stations for D and T at 35. Aware of you.
Look, I'm going to have a little look on the map. Let's have a look at the map. Shall we see if anything's moving? No. No, there is Preziosa. So she's going to head to the upper swing ground. So she'll go all the way up here, all the way up here. Have a little anti-clockwise spin, I suspect.
Southampton VTS Red Falcon passing north definitely inbound. Permission to careen with speed caution.
Oh, with a shipmate Cat who giggles.
Red Falcon, yes, approach with caution, please. Approach with caution.
He's asking how well. Asking me how my lighthouse is. Well, I'm still searching for a spinny light to go on the top of it, actually. That's my next task, is to get the spinny light working. But funnily enough, you should ask about lighthouses. I was just watching a programme on BBC One all about lighthouses and lighthouse keepers. Can't be too many left, can there? Oh, there, Chris Monkeys. Oh, boy, there, shipmates. Better late than never. No problem, monkeys. Haven't seen you for a while. When is your next cruise then, monkeys? Where are you off to? Shipmate APPS says, what's the loudest horn I've heard? Probably the red funnel horn.
The VGS, Aston.
Well, when I was standing right by it.
Aston, good evening to you, sir.
Because that was really loud.
Good evening to you. Short link 37 round for the Undying. Opposite traffic, thanks.
Oh, MSC.
Thank you, sir.
MSC Preziosa is on the move. Oh, and shipmate Steve W.
BTS Costco, Western Shelf out.
Oscar Hope, Western Shelf, thank you, sir.
Shipmate Steve W. also says she's on the move. Well done. Yep, certainly is. Might not be on our screens for a few minutes yet. Look at the Costco Hope is slowing up the red funnel there. Oh, just looking at the other cameras. I mean, look, it's just so dark. 8 o'clock. It's going to be like this shortly, isn't it? At 5 o'clock in the evening. Oh, hello. What's that? Like an MSC Preziosa. Oh, they're cruise monkeys? Ah, their next cruise is in December on Queen Victoria. Oh, well, let me know if you're in port, shipmates, and maybe we'll catch up for a rum-based beverage before you get on board. Now, I don't know what the temperature is at the moment. What are we looking at here? 11.5. So actually it's not too bad. It's not as cold as I thought. Mayflower Park is almost back to normal now. The grass is starting to look a bit greener after the wear and tear of the boat show.
Right, Eagle, BTS.
BTS, Red Eagle.
Docket 3.49.
Oh, copy, sir, thanks.
Oh, shipmates, the cruise monkeys. If you're looking for some cruise content, check out their YouTube channel. They're cruise monkeys. They are travelling around on different cruise ships, and they were just saying they're off on. Well, they're off on Queen Victoria in December. But they're just saying it's 10 years to this very day that they set sail on their very first ever cruise on the P&O Aurora. Okay, if 10 years ago you did your first cruise, how many cruises have you done then, cruise monkeys? I'm thinking it's got to be somewhere in the region of, I don't know, it's got to be 15 or so, I'd think. 15 maybe. Maybe 20. I don't know if you do 2 a year. MSC Preziosa's moving away from the side of the dock there. There we go. Just moved out from the side. Should probably swing the bow around a little bit and then head on to the upper swing ground. Well, the shipmate Ian Taylor says he's from Williton and he's watching on the TV. Excellent, shipmate. There's quite a lot of you shipmates watch on the TV. I've noticed that from my analytics. There's a good chance we might see MSC Preziosa disappear off the screen a little bit. Oh, yeah, the cruise monkeys have apparently just released a Queen Anne series. I've not seen one of your videos lately. I'll have to. Sometimes YouTube doesn't recommend the same content, does it? It recommends other things. I shall have to go and check that out. I've not done a lot of research on Queen Anne. 49 cruises in 10 years. That's more than I was thinking. I was thinking 20 was quite a lot. 49 shipmates. Blimey, that's 5 a year. Oh, you've got to leave some capacity for other people to go on a cruise, shipmate. It's not often we see ships head to the upper swing ground. Queen Mary 2 is very fond of going to the upper swing ground. I've never quite worked out why. There she is on the move. Preziosa's off on a 7-day Northern Europe round trip, calling in Hamburg in Germany, Rotterdam in Holland, Zeebrugge in Belgium, Le Havre in France, and then back to Southampton. And like I say, it's like a circular route. Germans will get on in Germany, and Dutch in Holland, and the Belgians in Zeebrugge and so on. So you get people coming and going all the time. So it's quite interesting.
Regent 6, VTS, good evening. Outbound traffic, very large container carrier, Costco Hope, passing northwest at the outbound Southampton.
So she is travelling around this Northern European cruise all the way through till March. Well, no, all the way. Looks like she's doing it all the way until about, I don't know, seems like it's, and then she's doing Iceland once it gets to about, when is that, somewhere like April. She starts to do a few other cruises. Then it looks like she's concentrating on trips to Iceland. Mainly from Hamburg, calling in at Lerwick. Oh, and we don't get her from the Port of Southampton. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, well, right. So her last visit to the Port of Southampton, I think, will be 25th of April next year. No, 29th of April. 29th of April next year. That's it. There'll be no more MSC Preziosa after that.
Taxi Undine, 7-4, please. 7-4.
Well, the shipmate Steve W says, going anti-clockwise, we are standing at the fence. Standing at the fence? Which fence do you mean? You mean down in Mayflower Park?
What champion BTS?
Let's have a look. Is that what you mean?
Unreported target passing 29th berth, proceeding south.
I can't really see much down there. I think he might be standing down there. Oh, has he turned his bike light on? Yeah, it's a good place to spot down there. So the Preziosa is heading up to the upper swing ground. We won't really see her much for a second or two. She just disappears behind the edge of this building, unfortunately. Oh, the cruise monkeys. Oh, lucking out. They've got invited on board the Sun Princess for the press event. Wow.
VTS Undine, good evening.
Undine, VTS, good evening to you.
Yeah, LR8, we'll get the ramp up and go to stations. Look at the Preziosas. Over there, is that? 9.8 to Brunswick 19.
Undine, VTS, that's Orsay. Preziosa is approaching the upper swing ground, out the swing. The Wood Champion, Northwest Atlee, inbound for the Empress in the Warview.
Okay, she's going up to the upper swing ground. Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah, he sounds surprised as well. Yes, APPSE shipmate. I should get a camera on one of those cranes. It would be a fantastic view. Hopefully, it'd be pretty steady as well and not bouncing all around. Well, the shipmate Flower Power, welcome aboard. Got a re-ship movements for tomorrow. The Celebrity Apex at 4 o'clock, and I'm hoping that she's going to go past the Needles. She's been having a little habit of going down that way. It's very unusual. The only ship we've seen on the channel go that way. In fact, it's the only ship I've known going that way in a very long time. So hopefully she does. What is the weather like tomorrow? It's going to be decent tomorrow or unacceptable? Oh, it's actually going to be sunny at the end of the day. Perfect. We'll have some lovely views of Celebrity Apex as she passes the Needles. I'll be looking forward to that. So that'll be starting at 4 o'clock with Celebrity Apex. Then 5:30 we have Arvia departing. Then a bit of galley break. And then the MSC Virtuosa. Now the question is, which way is Preziosa going? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? I'm going to go clockwise, you know. I think she's going for a clockwise spin. But the captain's always wrong. I don't think I've done that yet. Well, in case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel. And this is something I frequently... something I frequently forget to do is to put up the graphic. It's approaching 20 minutes past 8 now, so I'm imagining that People have been to the buffet, and maybe they'll be up on deck stretching their legs, you know, jiggling it all around, trying to find space for that dessert. As you can see, there's not a lot of wind out there. The
Britannia VTS, good evening, sir.
The fumes from the chimney are more or less going straight up. A lot of anti-clockwise going on here. Go on, have some positive clockwise vibes.
Britannia VTS will receive inbound traffic. Dredger UKD Bluefin approaching between the ports bound for Southampton. Ferry Mont St Michel approaching west to the tower inbound over Newgrounds. No reporting traffic, nothing expected inbound by West Princess.
Currently have APPSC, Flower Power and Steve W all putting their money on anti-clockwise. But I've said clockwise, and I might be right for a change. Do you know what? I think I actually might be right. It's unusual, isn't it? Before you ask, I did ask VTS once. I said, why do some of them go clockwise and some go anti-clockwise? And they said it's all down to pilot choice. Although sometimes you might hear on the radio that the ships will say that they're swinging the compass. And what it means is they will do a complete rotation of the ship to calibrate their compasses. And so you often see that. They'll often go out and do that in the middle of the in the middle of this Solent or somewhere. Yep, and she is going clockwise. As you can see, even though the MSC Preziosa is quite a big ship, the container ship in the distance is considerably larger. Excellent. The cruise monkeys said they were going for clockwise. Steve W's changed his bet. He says now going for clockwise. I think you've already made your bet, shipmates. Too late. There's a few shipmates there out on the stern balcony. Probably dying to get a really good view of the container ship there. The CMA CGM Montmartre. It is different now that we've got darker evenings, darker night times. You do see the ships lit up, which is not something we normally see during the daylight. It's okay here in port.
Undine with champion.
Sort of in port here. There's all quite a lot of ambient light from the container terminal and all from the city itself. As soon as they go past Dockhead, though, it's very disappointingly dark.
Undine with champion.
Well, there's shipmate Tom A. Cruiser says he's on Arvia tomorrow. Excellent, shipmate. Are you going to give us a wave? Have you brought along? Have you brought along a Mystery County flag? If not, just give us a wave. That certainly, we'd like to see that. Don't think we've had any waivers today.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you.
And she goes, spinning away. I don't know where Arvia's off tomorrow. I think Arvia might be going down to... She's going down to the Tenerife or somewhere, or down to Spain.
Bluefin VTS received northbound traffic from the north town. Traffic from Southampton. The Undine from 35 is now at station MSC Preziosa, halfway up the swing, the upper swing ground.
Hey, so the Arvia's tomorrow, it's off down to Spain. Spain and Portugal. Oh, shipmate Tom, it's not until 4. I mean, cutting that fine. You get on at 4, you depart at 5:30, shipmates. You're not going to have much time down the buffet before you leave. Shipmate Steve W. So it was 9-day France, Spain, Portugal for Avia. I'll give you a wave. excellent. Thank you, Shipmate Steve W. And I know which way you'll be spinning clockwise tomorrow. No. Don't need to guess that one. There we go. Avia, MSC Preziosa, doing her spinny things. Actually quite busy down that end of port. Let me show you. Not a lot of space there. And you've got the Ultra Diversity. It's obviously some very politically correct ship, that one. And the CMA CGM Montmartre here. So there's not a lot of space. There's quite a lot of space at the rear. So normally there's lots of yachts hanging around in that area, but a lot of them this time of year are taken in. The season's coming to an end. They bring the yachts in, they get their bottoms clean.
Right, Osprey, we just evening and outbound traffic, Costco Hope, very large container car, clear of Catlin Buoy. Outbound clear channel from Southampton. The Undine is at station from 35 MSC Preziosa, halfway the swing from the upper swing.
Well, this should be Flower Power. It says, is box cam available on YouTube? No, it's only temporary. It's only sort of temporary from when I'm doing a broadcast, and I've got to bring it back in, unfortunately. If I can make it more permanent, I would. I'm working on it. I just need to relocate some of these things. Yeah, there's not...
Pair of VTS received, and there's no big traffic from south by Southwest Princesa. However, we are expecting the container car Elizabeth southwest of St. Catherine's Light.
See, not many lights on in the cabins. I think most shipmates are busy down at the buffet.
VTS MSC Preziosa swung and received.
Yeah,
MSC Preziosa VTS receives, thank you.
Yeah, but swung? You're still swinging. Well, the shipmate Dennis O'Leary says the ship's looking incredible, lit up. I bet the views from Mayflower Park are fantastic. Yes, you will get some really good views. It looks really good on the human eye. And also, when you've got, if you're out on Town Quay, some of the Ada ships.
VTS west of the target.
They are really well lit up. Loads of colours, all sorts of flashing lights that change colours. They're quite the mobile disco. Definitely worth coming down to watch them depart at night time. I recommend bringing yourself a mug of cocoa or something. It can be a little chilly down there. Oh, you can see the lift in the back there. One of the cranes moving to the side. Absolutely fascinating watching those sometimes at night. They're taking the containers off and on. It's 24 hours a day, the Port of Southampton. It doesn't stop. Ships come in and the ship is only stationary for mere minutes before the cranes start offloading. And then the straddle carriers rush around and drop them all off.
VTS.
It's quite the operation.
VTS Undine.
MSC Preziosa full swung, sir.
Yeah, see you there, thank you.
Yeah, I think she's swung around now. Shipmate Philip Magson. Oh, he likes Ada. The Aida ships. Yeah, they are quite something when they're all lit up. I'll try and maybe I should live stream. Normally park in the ocean terminal. So we get a good view. Yes.
Preziosa, the Undine. Hello, Lee.
Hello, Jim. All attention.
Yeah, Lee, I'm about 10 minutes away from letting go. Are you going to go through it?
Yeah, I did offer you being first, but they said you were going to follow them.
All right, well, you keep coming in. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, he's talking. That's the pilot of a Ro-Ro, the Undine. There you go. He's ready to go. He's got a couple of tugs there. There's Fitzer Eastern and there's Fitzer Ferriby.
The Town VTS received.
But the Preziosa is going first. The shipmates cruise monkeys. They thought the crane was moving at the same speed of Preziosa. Indeed, yes, there was a
Yes, Red Jet 6, just past Dean's elbow. Permission to speed, please.
bit of a synchronised movement there from
Red
the
6 VGS, yes, please, sir.
I imagine this cruise will be particularly popular in a couple of months' time, or month's time or so, when the Christmas markets are in full swing. Especially you've got one in Hamburg and one in Zeebrugge, I think. One in Rotterdam as well. Not sure. I certainly know a few shipmates who enjoy going to the Christmas markets. And that's the Undine, that's the other ship that was radioing in, saying that they were going to wait for Preziosa to pass by. Shipmates Cruise Monkeys got some good information here, saying that the cruises on the MSC Preziosa are very competitively priced. They've seen some bargains. Yes, last year I went about this time of the year. I went on the MSC Euribia doing pretty much the same cruise, and it was a steal, the price. I don't remember how much it was in the end, but yeah, it was really good. In fact, we went just before the Christmas markets opened, and I'm trying to think what time of year that was. Must have been end of October or something. And I think that cruise was particularly cheap because I remember lots of people saying they were going to go the next week so they could go to the Christmas markets. But when we got there, they were all just setting them up. But that's fine by me. Well, the shipmate Mark Page says, do you know how many cruise ships are departing tomorrow? Yes, indeed, shipmate. I do happen to have that information. We've got 3 departing tomorrow at 4 o'clock. The Celebrity Apex, like I say earlier. Hopefully she's passing by the Needles. That's always very exciting when she goes that way. Then at 5:30, we've got the Arvia departing with a couple of shipmates on board. I think Steve W's on board. And there was another shipmate as well was on board, wasn't there? I can't remember who it was. Mark Page, I think, as well. A couple of shipmates on board, so we should get some waving, if not perhaps a county flag. Then at 8 o'clock, the MSC Virtuosa. So, yeah, 3 departures for tomorrow. Then on Sunday, just the one, the Queen Mary 2. But a very special one, the Queen Mary 2. We all like Queen Mary 2. She's departing at 5 o'clock. With any luck, we might have a bit of a sunset. The weather forecast for Sunday is sunny, cloudy. Yep, so at least conditions will be good. There we go. She's closing in on Mayflower Park now. Unfortunately, this time of year as well, I also get a problem with Mr. Cutie's bright lights on his building. It somewhat overflows my camera with light. Oh, with a shipmate NandB08. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Oh, hey there, shipmate. Well, I see Babe X, Spanner Babe Blues answer your question, but Yes, does the pilot do the spinning? Well, yes, the pilot gets to choose which direction and where's a spin and so on, but it's also coordinated with the crew. They'll have a briefing before they depart, and the pilot's there to give his local knowledge about what conditions are like, or what to do, and what's happening. Shipmate Mouse loving lady says the pilots must have nerves of steel. Well, I say particularly the one who takes the cruise ship through the Needles certainly does. I mean, I find that quite alarming in a very small pleasure boat, because there's a little tiny gap, but there's a whole ridge which goes on for a long way out into sort of Bournemouth Bay, essentially. And yes, it makes me nervous. Got a few shipmates.
Ready, you're approaching the gun.
A few shipmates down there in Mayflower Park. I think one of them might be Steve Doe.
Right, Eagle BTS received.
BTS Costco Hack. HLP.
Costco Hope, VTS receives them. No reported large movement inbound from the nav using the main channel.
That's right. Very bright. Mr. Cootie's restaurant. He's a bright man. Shipmate Kent says that he's inside cabin and got the top drinks package. 7 nights on Preziosa. I see you got your priorities there, shipmate. Saved on the cabin and put it on the drinks package. Probably not a bad idea if you've been before. Having a balcony is great, but really there's so much to see on a ship and so many places to go that I never have much time for other than just sleeping in my cabin, really.
Yes, MSC Preziosa, that's Pete Headboard.
MSC Preziosa, VTS Pure, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Shipmate, destination unknown says, Captain, do you own your own boat? Well, I tell you what, shipmate, I have the best boat in the world. In fact, I have many best boats in the world. I have 3 or 4, mainly because Captain Marty's got a couple of boats which we go out on. And I have another friend with a couple of boats, so it's great. Borrowing someone else's boat is always the best boat. Only just Captain Martin needs to make sure he's not in China with the Brambles cricket matches on. I'll have to have words with him about that. Going to have to dock his rum ration. Can't see a great deal, I'm afraid, of MSC. The problems with the lights here. Very bright lights. What's it? The Aida ships, they're really lit up, but this ship's quite dark, isn't it? See a few silhouettes of people at their balconies. This must be what's up here. Is this the restaurant area? No, I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been on one of these. That's the name. I can read that. Got a lot of people walking around. They're probably going to the entertainment next, aren't they? I think that's the at the top. That's the bar at the top. That's my favourite bar. It's called Captain's. Well, it's called Captain's Lounge or Sky Bar or something. I don't remember. Disappointingly, on the MSC Euribia, that bar was actually allowed to children, but in previous ships it was an adult-only bar. We can see the flag there on top of the Red Funnel Bridge. Very still, isn't it? I'm just noticing, actually, the image is much smoother when it's dark. Okay. Just notice it's a bit jerky during the daylight sometimes. I have to do some testing. I think I've had some software updates, and as is with software updates, you tend to get some new features and also throw a few spanners in the works somehow. Yeah, there's a few shipmates out the bets. A couple up on deck. The other thing I found rather annoying with the MSC ship is they have the I forget what they call it now, the yacht club, I think it is, or club. They have and if you're in part of the club, you can get to the front of the ship. If you're not part of the club, you can't get to the front of the ship. I thought that was rather disappointing. I like to get to the front of the ship, pretend I'm the captain driving. Well, there's shipmate Vernon Vaughan, welcome aboard. Shipmate Cat, who giggles as adults only cruises with Mavic. Yes, it's definitely... Yeah, I can totally see that. Actually, most of the times I've been on, it's never really been a problem. I don't go during the school holidays, so that hasn't been a problem. But you just get the odd one. It wasn't actually a problem. They weren't making any noise, but nevertheless, I don't understand why you can't have an adult-only bar at least.
Cactus Jack VTS, where are you bound to, sir?
Holiday shipmate APPSC says needs to get his boat to Southampton water, then you can have right. Oh, excellent shipmate.
Yes,
I'll be.
What is your destination?
I should be up for that, shipmate. What sort of vessel do you have then, APPSC? I'll be keen. Always keen to try another vessel. Yeah, it's getting some good colour off the water. Yep.
Just to confirm, that is you now to the Hyde Knock Boy, just to the east of Hyde Knock Boy. Yes, you may proceed to Hythe Marina.
Hythe Marina? Who's going to Hythe Marina? Small pleasure craft.
Cactus Jack, maintain a listening watch on this channel.
Oh, Cactus Jack. I think Cactus Jack is that a fishing boat? Let's have a look. Right.
Monster Michelle, VTS received no reported large movement outbound from Portsmouth.
I don't know what Cactus Jack is. I think it might be a fishing boat. Let's see if I can find it elsewhere. While the MSC Preziosa just disappears behind Town Quay here. She'll be on our screens once she gets past the end of the pit. Let's have a look, see if we can see what Cactus Jack is, shall we? Oh, no, Cactus Jack's a sailing boat. Oh, unusual. I thought it would have been something else radioing in. Unusual. Don't normally hear sailing and pleasure craft radioing into VTS. It could be training, though. Oh, shipmate APPSC. It says he's got a Sea Rider. Ooh. Oh, yeah, sounds fun. Well, there, shipmate travelling with teens says, ahoy from Kent, we're off on the Azora in 2 weeks. Oh, excellent shipmate, getting in a bit of research, genning up on what's happening in the port of Southampton before you get on board. There we go. Switch over to this camera. This camera works better in the night for some reason. It's funny how they're all from the same company, but they're different models. And they've all got different performance characteristics. This one I particularly like because it resolves lovely colours in the evening and night time, but also it pans really slowly. I can make it pan at the same speed as the ship's moving. That's when you can pull a bit more light out. Shipmate Drone Show Live says off to Dubai in February. Well, you know what to do, shipmate. Give us a wave. If you're interested in any drone videos, check out Drone Show Live. They showcase videos from various drone flyers. I think they even showcased one of mine once. Don't know how that happened. Three ships departing tomorrow, shipmates, so make sure you are subscribed. Yes, that's what you should do. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. Then when I'm live tomorrow, you'll find out 4 o'clock first departure. And like I say, it's going to be the Celebrity Apex. And I really am hoping that Celebrity Apex takes the westerly route past the Needles. She's certainly done it a couple of times. So it's really good. Some really good views. Shipmate destinations, what cameras for the cam? That's a they're all sunbar cameras. I think actually, if you look in the description of the video on Netley cam, Foley cam, no, sorry, Foley cam, no, Foley cam is a sunbar. Yes, it is a sunbar. It's a slightly different model. Oh, yeah, you can ask me the model number, aren't you? I have no idea. It has a. It's not the. Most of the other cameras are 1080p. I'm going to get my words out. Most of the other cameras are 1080p. Foley cam is a bit more than 1080p. It's not 4K, but it's somewhere in between. I only stream at 1080p, but it means I can get some extra resolution out of it. It's also got a different sensor, which makes it definitely the colours brighter and more illuminating. It does have a little bit of a focus issue sometimes as well, so it sort of swings and roundabouts. You can see Foley in the background there. Foley Cam's been zoomed in on Foley lately. They're doing a massive works over there, and they've got a huge crane, one of the largest cranes in the world over there, lifting various bits and pieces on and off. And apparently that's going on tomorrow. It sounds odd, but there's this large piece of apparatus that they call the octopus, and apparently it looks like a massive octopus. I think you should probably be making a James Bond film over there. It's got that villain, evil piece of machinery type feel to it. There you go, MSC Virtuosa, MSC Preziosa. Get my ships right around the way. Just passing the dock head. Oh, and it's so dark. Once again, let's have that. Right then, shipmates, hope you've enjoyed that one. Come back tomorrow. We will have 3 more departures tomorrow. The Celebrity Apex at 4 o'clock. Go hopefully past the Needles. Arvia at 5:30. And then a bit of a galley break. And then the MSC Virtuosa at 8 o'clock. Should be quite nice, bit like this MSC Preziosa here. We'll get to see her all lit up, and she'll probably do a spin in front of Mayflower Park, or maybe double swing round. It will look quite good. But pretty much once they've gone past the dock head here, it gets really difficult, because if I zoom in on the ship, it's not so bad. You can, the camera's got something to focus on. But it's just really dark. They're just really dark ships. And then it's just too zoomed in, it's too wobbly. It's just not so good. Anyway, I shall carry on following it down Southampton water, shipmates. But until next time. Oh, hang on. No, I've got to say many thanks to all my subscribers, Patreons, PayPal donors, members of the channel, and of course the Blue Spanner crew, who, without their help, I wouldn't be able to do it as much as I can. Right, now I think I've done all that now, haven't I? Yes, right, all done. Right, until tomorrow. Until next time, shipmates.
BGS, MSC Preziosa, that's Western Shuttle.
MSC Preziosa received, sir. And Red Osprey approaching the hook. The UKD Blueton just going brown down inbound by North Channel.
Thanks very much, Ray. Looking ahead, which side ladder are we working outbound, please, at the nav?
Port out, please, sir. Port out.
Port out, thank you.